ball bouncing. Okay, when the ball hits the ground,
Mhm.
okay, the ball knows that there's no point except that where I have to go.
Yeah.
So when you hit that rock bottom point, you know there's only one way to go. That is up.
Guys, welcome to another podcast by Manna Style. I here today have Mr. Tejanshu Shukla with me. I am very grateful that he's here with us today. He's a young entrepreneur, uh, and he's a CEO of Gravitate AI, a company which deals with artificial intelligence. And I'm very happy to say that it is doing very good right now. So really, like Tejanshu is one of my heartiest seniors. He's very close to me, and I'm really happy that he would be sharing his experiences with us today. So I would address him as Baba, that you will see in the further videos because of various reasons that we should not disclose over here, Baba.
Sure,
Yeah. So, all right, Baba, let's start with this. Should we dive right into it?
sure.
Like I have seen entrepreneurs whose only objective is materialism. Like people are chasing materialism rather than having a purpose. Like what would their product or the service or the commodity would give to the public? How it would help the society? So what is your opinion? Like what should be the purpose of an entrepreneur according to you?
See, the purpose should never be money, first of all, because once you will achieve those numbers, you are not going to work hard as much as you were doing earlier. Okay, so that's the most important thing. Okay, second thing, money will bring you a kind of satisfaction. Money lowers down your motivation, you can say. Okay, so see, money, what is money? Money is actually the numbers reflecting in an account.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is infinite. You cannot calculate or you cannot put a limits on the numbers. Okay, and there'll come a point where you will have ample of money. Okay, like you will start searching for things like what can I do, like nowadays if you'll see a lot of billionaires are getting into this rocket science business.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the reason? They have so much ample of money that they don't know where to invest it.
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for all the people who are actually going to give it a try to entrepreneurship or thinking or building something which they want to build.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should better not go with the money. You should better go with your vision.
Mm-hmm.
You should better go with the thing. Okay, because entrepreneurship is like just like being a parent. Like you are building something to some certain extent to which you'll look up to at some certain point of time, and you'll see, okay, that's the thing which I've made.
Mm.
Even if you are not a part of it, or if you are part of it, you have left it by your choice or by any other. But whenever you look up to that thing, like this is what I've made.
Yeah.
Trust me, no money will compensate that amount of satisfaction which you have.
Yeah. Definitely, Baba. Definitely. So, like, I have known you for the past, 4 years or so, and I really would like to know, that how and when were you motivated to be an entrepreneur? Like, why did you take this as your profession?
Okay, so I was also like very journal like other kids. Okay, let's do a like I was in biotechnology.
Yeah.
Okay, I was also fantasized like let's go outside, let's do masters and all these things. Okay, which every next person have somewhere in the back of their head they have the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Even like they can afford, they cannot. Situations are different for each and every person. Okay. Like compared to their family, financials, and everything. Okay. But meanwhile, I got offer from two prestigious colleges of Europe. Okay. out of which one is you can say the best college on the planet for that particular field. Okay, I rejected that because they are asking for too much of money, and I thought that it's not giving me so much of value of what I am paying. Okay, the next college I got full scholarship. Okay, but I thought no, like if you are paying something, okay, that thing should be bringing certain amount of value to your character or to your portfolio or to yourself as a person.
Yeah.
Right. So how I came to the conclusion is that if you're putting any amount of money, any amount of effort, or any amount of time, the most important thing I want to emphasize is time. That matters because once you lose it, you're not gonna have it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're putting so much time, you have to think after 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever years you can imagine. Okay. Is that thing particularly bringing that particular amount of value which I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Or is that fulfilling the thing which I've dreamt of some? या अगर मेरे को फॉरेन में जाके रहना भी है तो that is also a dream. तो क्या होता है? People have their we don't want to settle down in India, we want to go abroad, have their services, we like some other country, this country, that country. But you have to ask a question to yourself that are you sure that particular thing in which you are putting effort, money, time, all these things cumulatively, okay, are these things are bringing that much amount of value which you are expecting? If your answer is yes, then definitely you should go for it. If your answer is no, then people, please stay back, think once again, because the time you are going to invest in your 20s is the time you are going to get returns in your 30s and 40s.
Yeah, brilliant. So Baba, like knowing you for the past 4 years, I know you are filled up with experiences, filled up with analogies of your life, and those are really, life changing, and whoever listens to it, I'm sure he is going to have a positive influence of you in their lives. That's that I bet on that. So I would like to like you to share an analogy of yours that every entrepreneur goes through, the make it or break it moment of your life. So I would like you to share an experience of yours with the audience listening to this, which made you where you are today.
Okay, so I want to share one experience. After dumping several offers from foreign universities, I literally, you can say, and I asked one of my friends, let's go. I don't belong to this place. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I went home. I asked my parents, I want to do this thing, that thing. And I need your financial as well as emotional support for that. Okay. But unfortunately, my family said, no, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. This is not your domain and you should not try this. Because their point was also very much fair. If you will try the thing which you have never been into, okay, you're going to lose. Okay?
Yeah.
But they don't know that I was ready to lose. My first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, I don't know when I'm going to be successful, but there's one thing for sure, that I'm not going to give up on trying.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I left all these things, I asked my family, they said me no. So there was a whole, you can say, a black space in front of me. There was no light at the end of the tunnel, which we always look for. Okay. What to do, what not to do, what we have to do. There's nothing. I was just sitting at home, okay, 16 hours in my room, doing nothing, just thinking about what to do, what not to do, okay. And then suddenly a day comes when, there's a point, okay. You can fight the whole world, but not fight with your family.
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot fight with your own people. Because somewhere deep down your heart, you also know that they are also thinking something good for you. Okay. So way back around 1.5 I took all of my stuff. I told my parents, I'll come back home only if I'll do something, or else I'm not going to come for you.
Mm.
Okay. My parents were very worried. My whole family was very worried. But by the way, I'd like to share one thing. I was rejected by 17 companies. I was rejected by 17 companies. And in my 18th interview, I've cracked the job. Somewhere down the line, I've never wanted to do a job.
Yeah.
Job is the most, like you can say, the most, the last thing in the world. If I'm alive, I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I did. Okay. So after joining my job, like 2, 3, 4 months, everything was good. But after 2, 3, 4 months, I realized like this is not my thing. This is not my thing. Even if I'm like, see, here I want to highlight one thing. I was getting enough of money.
Yeah.
I was getting enough of money, which like if you will actually compare the amount, I was getting more money than all of my colleagues who are working since 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And I was sitting at home for like 8 months. Okay. But that money was not able to satisfy me that, okay, you are getting, like, you are doing better than people outside. Okay. So why are you worried about it?
Yeah.
The only thing which actually like poking my heart was like, I was not made for this thing. Okay. I started doing things, making researches, contacting with people, networking, going with conferences, what they are doing, what not they are doing. Suddenly, I came across with a guy who is already having a startup. We discussed a lot of things, and then things went on. We discussed a few ideas which I was already working on. Okay. So slowly. But there's one thing, okay, which I want to emphasize. I never lost my focus on that thing.
Yeah.
I never lost that focus that I want to do this thing only. This is my thing. I'm not made for this job, or I'm not made, like, during my job tenure, people have also told me like, if you'll do good, you'll do great in this company and you'll grow exponentially and all these things. But I don't want to limit myself to a certain organization. Because when you limit yourself, you're actually putting your, you can say, potential under some limits. Okay. I didn't want to do that. I actually had a complete focus on that thing, that I want to do this thing. This is my idea and this is going to work. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe someday.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you start thinking that you will do good, okay, when you start thinking positive, like every day you have to face some very, very negative things will be there. Okay. So overpassing all these things, you have to focus your way. Like, I want to do this. This is my thing. This is my idea. I have a vision for it, and I'm going to do it anyhow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Because I'm seriously, till that point of time, I'm not having any single support from my family. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. I like, you can say, I didn't ask them for anything since last 1.5 years. Okay. It's not like everything I'm getting from my job, I'm also getting from my startup.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is not a cash burn model where you'll burn the cash for 1 or 2 or 3 years. This is not like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you will take the courage, okay, when you will take the courage, let's see if I'll go for this. Okay. How much bad things can go?
Yeah.
If you ever see a ball bouncing, okay, when the ball hits the ground, okay, the ball knows that there's no point except that where I have to go.
Yeah.
So when you hit that rock bottom point, you know there's only one way to go, that is up.
Up. Beautiful. Yeah.
And at that point of time, no one's going to stop you. No one's going to stop you in this world, because you don't have any other way.
Yeah. Got it. But cutting back to the current situation, in this pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, the things are really tough right now in the field of economy and startups and business, right? So, but there are many things that this pandemic has taught us. So, what is that one thing or one lesson you took from this pandemic, which has really changed your perspective?
See, if you'll ask about like what thing have changed me during all these things which are happening since past 2-3 months. Okay. Every people has their own opinion about themselves. I've seen a lot of, like, I know I'm not very active in social media, but I see everything what's going on around me, what people are doing around me, and how if I can help them at any point of time, then definitely I will. Okay. So I've seen a lot of people coming up with their dance videos, their music videos, their photography, their writings, all these things. Okay. So what I have learned in this pandemic, that people are actually finding themselves. Because see, we are in a situation where nobody is going to judge you. When nobody is going to judge you. Okay. Because the situation is so messed up. Like, even your neighbor is not going to come and say, "Oh, beta, ho gaya kya?" They cannot say it. So you are you're mentally free to do anything. And when you are mentally free to do anything, you actually find what you really like to do. Okay. And if you'll find what you really like to do, and if you're working on it, that's the good thing. Even if you started an Instagram page having 10, 20, 30 followers, I'm sure that I'll be one of them. Because I appreciate that you have started at least, because I swear I want to tell you that, like, anybody who is listening to that, 99% people are afraid of starting up.
Yes.
Okay. When you have started up, you are already in that 1% population. Starting up is the biggest thing. All other things are secondary. Making your mind, even subconsciously or consciously, no, I want to go for this, I want to make it, I'll do that. That's the best thing which I've actually realized, even about myself and other people, that people are actually realizing what they want to do and they are going for it because they are mentally free. Nobody's going to judge them for that. And I hope that people who have actually ignited themselves for that particular thing, they'll keep on doing these things, because eventually they'll realize that's the thing which I wanted to do. And people should think that way. If society is not there, if people are not there, if my family is not there, what's the thing on this bloody world which I want to do? Remove everything and just keep you and your thing in between. That's it. And then you'll realize what you want to do. And if you'll really keep on following that, I bet not today, not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, but someday you'll be at somewhere where the people who are actually like criticizing you or mocking you at some point of time, they'll tell you like, you have done great.
Yes. So, Baba, in this situation right now, being inspired, being motivated is one of the most difficult things, because people are falling into depression, people are having anxiety and everything. So I would like you to give them a piece of advice that would really help them, the people out there struggling with this bad economy, with this falling economy and downfall in the businesses and all. I want them to hear you and what you want to say to them.
See, first thing I want to say to each and every one of you is be very gratitude towards the things which you have. Okay. If you have food, if you have roof on your head, you are lucky enough, because you can see a lot of people outside struggling. Okay. So first of all, show gratitude towards the things which you have like taken for granted. You can say either you can say family, you can say food, you can say हाँ ठीक है, dad will send me money on the first or on the fifth. Okay.
Yeah.
Show a little gratitude towards those things, because there are a lot of people who are struggling for a drop of water or a bite of food outside. Okay. And fortunately,
yes,
that's the first thing that actually keeps you like, actually every time they think like मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों होता है, I am that unfortunate in my life, why these situations have turned up in my life. But eventually you'll realize you haven't seen that. Okay, so first of all, to all of you, be like, you can say, I'll say, show a little gratitude towards the things which you have never realized or taken for granted, either like spending time with your family, having food on your table, either having roof on your head. First thing. Okay, so if all these things are clear, then trust me, you are one of the luckiest person on this planet. Second thing, coming how to keep you motivated towards the things which you actually like to do. See, derive motivation from anywhere. This is what I do. Okay, some people used to say, "Hey, क्या यार motivational videos देखता है, तू चूतिया है क्या? This thing is not going to work." If this thing is going to work for you, okay, you better to them. You listen to what keeps you motivated. It can be music, it can be interacting with people, it can be interacting with your family, it can be watching motivational videos. Derive motivation from anywhere. Okay. If you'll ask me, I have a certain vision which keeps me motivated every day when I get out of my bed. Okay. Every day when I get out of my bed, I think like, okay, I have to work on that particular thing. And I have to get it done. No matter how much time it's going to take, but I have to make this day work. Okay. So you have got ample of time. For next 3 months, I'm pretty sure you're going to have ample of time.
Yeah.
Make the most of your time. Derive motivation from anywhere. Either it can be a people, it can be a, like you can say, your role model, your family, your any small Hindi motivational speaker. If even he is enough to put a certain amount of motivation inside you, then definitely you should better listen to him rather than listen to the people like, this thing is not going to work, ऐसे motivational videos बहुत होते हैं YouTube पे and all these things. You have to find your mojo. You have to find your thing. Okay, because it's different for each and every one of us. So you have to find your own thing from where you can derive motivation. You can be inspired consistently. Or see, if you are doing what you have to do, okay, you don't need a motivation, because every day when you wake up, you want to do that particular thing. If somebody wants to play games, okay, every day he wakes up, he knows that he wants to play that game.
Yeah.
He just have to play that game. So he doesn't need a motivation for that because he likes it. So better search for a work or for some things for which you are already motivated.
Yeah. Got it. So Baba, I have a couple of last questions for you. So firstly, I want I would like you to tell me that if you were given a choice to give a suggestion or an advice to 20-year-old of you, like when you were 20 years old, what would be that piece of advice you would give? And the second part of it is, where do you see yourself at the age of 40 or 50? Like what are the things you would like to do when you are 40 or 50?
Okay. So the first thing you've asked for is like what piece of advice I want to give to my 20 years old. I can say 3 words here. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Just don't be afraid. Try things. Either they'll work out, either they'll not. because you are at a certain age where your result is not going to matter a lot, but your efforts are going to matter.
Yeah.
And trust me, if you'll try 10 things, one thing will definitely work out. If you'll try 20 things, one thing will definitely work out. If you'll try 50, 100,000 things, one thing will definitely work out.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have ample amount of time to get these things work out. I'm not saying to not enjoy your life, not doing things which you actually want to do, like going out with friends, having a good time, or all these things. Do that, because your life is not going to come back. But meanwhile, take care of yourself, take care of your things which you actually want to do. Okay. And search for what you actually like, for what you want to do, and the most important, what you really enjoy.
Yeah.
Because if you'll ask me on entrepreneurship section, every day I have new problems.
Yeah.
Every day, every single day. Some day the systems are not working. Some person is like, I want more money. Some person is like, I don't have that. Some team is bragging, no, this thing should work this way. So I have a number of questions every morning. Okay. But what I like to do, I like to resolve things. I like to make which are actually not supposed to work. Okay. So this is what I do. You better search in your 20s and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every people, every great people, they have made mistakes. That's why they are here. Hit and trial is the best experiment through which human race have actually excelled to that level.
Yeah.
And the next thing where I see myself 40, 50 years down the line, first thing that I'm not sure that either you or me are going to be alive or not. Okay.
If you would be.
So if I would be, then definitely I want to see myself doing good things for the betterment of people, mostly working on that agricultural field and neuro marketing thing. Okay. And mostly trying to customize food, drugs, and the products for people so that they can actually optimize the best out of it. Okay. So they'll, even if they are paying $10 to me, they will be getting a full value of that $10 because I know how that $10 is actually earned by that person.
Yeah.
Okay. So no fancy things or things like that, but I just till the day I am working, I want to create something which helps people to add a value in their product, in their home budget, in their personal life, or anything. If I'm there, then I should be providing some kind of value to you.
Definitely. All right, Baba. So I think this would be it. That was my last question to you. And it was really nice talking to you, man. All the analogies, all the words, all the ideologies. I hope that this adds some value to the people looking at this video. I hope this inspires them. I hope they get out of their bubble, get out of their comfort, and do the things they really love to do. And I really hope that this reaches to maximum audience and your words should be heard more, according to me. Yeah, so let's hope this reaches out to the maximum audience. And also I'd like to give a shout out to Tejanshu. You can connect with him via LinkedIn, and I am sure that he would be happy to help you. Yeah,
for sure. And I would also like to mention a few things. Jainesh is one of my closest junior. He is extremely talented, even if you say studies, even isn't sports or anything. And nowadays, what he has started is actually a very good initiative. Okay, you should look up to his podcast and what his purpose is trying to spread among the people.
Thank you, Baba. Means the world to me. Coming that out of your mouth. Like, I really feel obliged to you. Thank you for being with us today, Baba.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
My pleasure, Baba.